Well, in today's video, we have sold another supercar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Today's video has been brought to you guys by Simply Safe. There is no safe like Simply Safe. I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. The car that we have sold today, I've actually had it for about 2.5 years. It's the first car that I had delivered here to the new house back in September of 2022. It's one of the oldest cars that I have in the collection. It's not the oldest, it's one of the oldest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have sold the 1974 Lamborghini Espada Series 3. This car is officially headed to the Pacific Northwest. Now the Espada is over 50 years old, so we're gonna give this car just some tender love and care, let those fuel pumps prime. Old reliable though, I've owned this car for 2.5 years. I've probably done about 1,000 miles. The reason I say probably, the odometer on this thing does not function, so I don't know the full usage of it, but she starts every single time. Maybe not the first time, but today, the first time. I feel like an occasion like this, it's only appropriate to wear the blue blockers. Now, just so you guys can see what I see, that is the blue blocker filter right there. Total 1974 vibes. This car is the opposite of what you think about when you think Lamborghini, and that's kind of sort of what I dig about it. This is like a pre-Countach Lamborghini. Everything Countach and beyond is kind of sort of outlandish, outrageous, whereas this car, this is like luxury personified. I'm going the speed limit right now. I'm going 25 miles an hour. The Mazda behind me is tailgating me, and that's kind of a representation of 2025. Everybody is in such a hurry to get anywhere, whereas when you drive an Espada, it just has a way of like slowing life down, and that energy I'm gonna miss. Let her purr. Yes, sir. Of course, we gotta shout out the homies at Ply Car. Right on time, every time. So the Espada is headed to North Seattle, Washington. The air conditioning on this car doesn't really function. I think Seattle will be a good place for it. This car has so many different iconic details. This is the Prius back in before the Prius. One of the most famous cars of all time. The Prius before the Prius.
I don't think that's a good comparison.
It's kind of insulting the Espada, isn't it? Now the new Prius is beautiful. The first generation Prius, maybe not the best. One of my other favorite details is opening up this rear glass. It's so simple, yet it's so satisfying. I love how there's a gas tank on the passenger side and there's a gas tank on the driver's side. It seems like when I sell the coolest cars, for whatever reason, the weather turns to the worst. When I sold the Veyron, it started pouring rain out of nowhere. And yeah, it is slightly windy. But we're out here, we're getting the shots. Sophia has generously put her hair down to show you guys how windy it is. The Espada, sword in Italian or Spanish. It's ridiculous. What in the world? Is Utah mad that we're selling the car? I think the state of Utah ain't happy. I think this is the only driven Espada in the state of Utah.
Really?
As far as I know. I've never seen an Espada outside of Monterey Car Week. Should we cancel the deal? No, yeah, it's time. It's so crazy to think about the 50 years of design. Back in 1974, cars looked like this, and now you got jabronis. He's got different style wheels, the front and back. What is he doing?
Embarrassing.
Dude, in the YouTube comments below, roast that guy. Okay, this is actually way too cool. 1974, 2025 design. This is sick. Different kind of styles. The Cybertruck with the Lamborghinis, they're kind of sort of similar in a way.
They're wedges.
They are, they're wedge shapes, the ultimate wedges. Michael just discovered something that we almost left in the car. No, this has gotta be fake. No, that's a real 100. That's a real 100.
Seriously?
You went through it, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You went through a lot today.
I was being honest.
No, of course, I appreciate it. Michael from Plaid Car. Yes, sir. I just realized that's fake. It's a fake 100. It says copyright.
Counterfeit.
What? That is a counterfeit 100 right there. Let me go see what I can find.
No, you're good, you're good.
It's a fake $100 bill.
Okay,
where did this come from? I know. This is for motion pictures. Where did this come from? The real one says, "In God we trust," and the fake one says, "In prop we trust." So I guess that's the dead giveaway. Hold up, Michael. This is a real one. I promise.
Yeah, it feels better.
Yes, it does. I'll probably never own another one. I'll own another Countach, but a Spada, I probably won't. That's kind of sort of sad. It's always sad to see a car go, but it's headed to a good home. I'm not crying, boys. You're crying. Shout out to Michael and Ply Car. The Espada heads to Seattle. Well, on the way home, it just dawned on me that this time last year, I owned 10 Lamborghinis. Since then, we sold the black LM, the yellow Gallardo Spider, the white Countach, and the pink Espada. And on that bombshell, today's video has been sponsored by Simply Safe. Now, you guys all know that I love Simply Safe, but did you know that Simply Safe has been rated the #1 home security system by US News and World Report 5 years in a row? I use my Simply Safe home security system every single day. Late at night when I'm laying in bed, from the convenience of the Simply Safe app, I can actually alarm or disalarm my Simply Safe home security system. When I'm away from the house, I can access the live feed on my cell phone to make sure that Oscar is safe, the cars are safe, the house is safe. Protect yourself before it's too late. And Simply Safe monitoring plans are super affordable, starting around $1 a day. There's no long-term contracts and there's no hidden fees. Simply Safe even has a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love it, you can get your money back. Now, I have Simply Safe smart security devices located throughout my entire house. I have outdoor cameras just like that one that cover the entire perimeter. I have indoor cameras, I have smart locks as well as sensors, and they all integrate together seamlessly on the Simply Safe app. I can actually alarm or disalarm my security system anytime, anywhere in the world. And it gets even better. Simply Safe has just introduced their state-of-the-art Active Guard outdoor protection. I can't wait to get it installed in my house. Let me explain to you guys how it works. Now, with old school security systems, they only trigger alarms after an intruder has already had time to break into your house. They've already stolen your belongings and they've already caused family trauma. But with Simply Safe Active Guard, crime can be stopped before it ever happens. With Simply Safe Active Guard, monitoring agents react in real time to suspicious individuals approaching your home. They can see and speak to them, trigger alarms, and even request urgent police dispatch all before a break-in happens. And don't worry, Simply Safe's AI technology can identify familiar faces so it won't trigger false alarms. No other home security system offers this level of active protection. And it really is that easy to keep your family safe. Save 50% off your Simply Safe security system when you sign up for a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. Visit simplysafe.com/Stradman to customize yours. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Well, first off, good morning, good morning. It is a new day. Now the A12, we're putting it on the trailer, we're taking it off to Envision, but I just realized this car is so wide with the new Duke Dynamics kit. The trailer is 81 inches wide. I don't know if the Ferrari is gonna fit on the trailer. Obviously, this is very, very, very technical. We're gonna go right around here. It looks like the front of the car is probably the widest point, right about there. If I had to give it my best guess, it looks like we're around 79 inches wide, so we should have about 1 inch per side. I don't even know if the lift works on this car, so it's right here. You can see how dangerously close we are right here. All right, reverse it up a little bit. As I was saying, the car is misaligned right now. So you can see the steering wheel is straight, the driver wheel, we're straight. But then you'll see the passenger wheel right here is inverted outward ever so slightly, and that little adjustment makes moving this car straight when you have about half an inch on each side very, very difficult, but we're good. Just because we want to be safe, check and make sure the straps are all looking money, money, money. It is so incredibly tight right here. We put a microfiber just in case there's any tiny movement whatsoever. We don't want to damage the carbon fiber. We ran into a minor issue on the highway. The headliner kind of sort of popped off, but Sophia's got the ultimate solution.
Not
Oscar.
really. I think they're gonna like tear them.
No, this is 100% gonna work. This is craftsmanship at its finest. That is Oscar's doggy bag, for lack of a better term, and Sophia is tying the headliner to the A-pillar. This was one of those items that I got so caught up in all the other details, I forgot to bolt up the top of the headliner, and so it just kind of came unclipped. It's not like a big deal. For the other side, we got his dog leash. This is 100% gonna work. It actually matches the interior perfectly too, look at that. The entire process, I was triple checking every single item, the front bumper, the fenders, the hood, the side skirt, etc., etc., and I totally forgot the headliner. Obviously without a windshield, especially on the highway going 50, 60 miles an hour, you're getting so much airflow right through the cabin that headliner is taking the brunt of it, unfortunately. We got it solved. We know what we're doing. I think it goes without saying.
Most valuable, Floof Bud. Thank you for the leash and the poop bags.
Right where I pulled over, there's literally a Home Depot right there. All we had to get was like an M5 bolt, but we trust the great white Floof. I know you think zip ties are amazing. Yeah. Oscar's poop bag saved the day. I'm dead serious. Look at the headliner. It's on the car because of these. It works.
And his leash.
Exactly. I honestly can't believe the car made it here with minimal part loss. We didn't actually lose any parts. We just almost lost the headliner. You see, Nate is actually happier than he looks because this project, he rarely has to deal with me anymore. Whereas on the carbon events, I was here like every other week.
Every day.
Now I'm here like once every couple months. So we're gonna try to methodically get this thing off the trailer. Just like when we loaded it though, the car is in desperate need of an alignment. That is coming soon, just not soon enough. The old center dump cold startup, baby. She might not be the most beautiful car in the world, but she's my car. First step is complete. We're gonna pull inside the service bay. We gotta take the wheels off to measure. It's still so good to see this car driving in motion. Also an update on the dashboard. It should be here in 5 to 6 business days, so we can almost put the interior together, which is gonna be a massive step. But right now, we gotta measure those wheels so we get them ordered ASAP. Oh, I love the look of this car from the back end. Making everything just look easy. Life on cruise control. Must be nice to be Nate.
To be young?
Yes, to be, wow!
I knew you were getting at.
Well, this is very nostalgic for both Nate and I, seeing him work on one of my cars, his worst nightmare, the sequel.
The sequel, yeah. I'm worried you're gonna bolt for that door and leave this here with me.
Honestly, I would love to just leave it here and let you do your magic. It'd get done a lot faster, that's for sure.
Maybe SEMA 2028?
Yeah, maybe. Well, it is a good thing that Trevor's got a degree, a master's degree, a doctorate degree in mathematics, because we got this contraption right here. So what are we measuring right now, Trevor?
So we're basically measuring the back spacing and the width of the wheel to calculate our offset so that we actually get a proper distance out. We know that it's wider by about 35 mils in the front and way more aggressive in the rear. So we're just trying to make sure that those calculations coincide with what we're measuring.
Perfect, there you go. From the legend himself, making sure these wheels fit absolutely perfect. It might already be raining, Trevor, dude. Thank you so much.
Of course, man.
I appreciate
Anytime.
it. Thank you.
Yep.
Give it the beats, baby. Let's hear this thing. Yes, sir. I walked over to the trailer and I found this. I don't know where this came from. This is sitting on the trailer, Nate. I don't know where it came from.
Never saw it.
Exactly. Shout out to the boys here at Envision. Shout out to Trevor. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Josh. Thank you.
Of course.
We got a minor alignment done. Basically an eye alignment, but it is so much better. So that wheel has been kind of sort of tucked in. You can see this side is straight and this side is straight. We'll need a proper alignment someday, one day, but shout out to the boys here at Envision. As if the car couldn't look any dumber. Now it looks like a real piece of work. It actually kind of looks like a fake kit car. It is just pieced together with painter's tape, a dog leash.
Dog bags, yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird combination.
And
yeah, we probably don't want to forget that.
Yeah.
Perfect time right now. Mother Nature. This guy,
hey, can't
he's
spell,
like a Swiss Army knife.
can't
Look
say
at this.
nature
Literally.
without Nate. Mother Nature.
I didn't even think about that. You're right. It's kind of giving us Spada vibes. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am, I guess. Well, that is one 812 Superfast delivered back to home sweet home. I know the car doesn't look much different, but that was a massive step. We got the wheel measurements, so now we can order the wheels, get these hopefully in the next couple of months, and then by then, hopefully the rest of the car is finished. Sophie, what kind of... That was amazing! That was amazing. You can't see, can you? We're gonna have to slice and dice. Just because we haven't eaten all day, we're just gonna go like this, like this, like this, and like that. Perfect. Is that good? Now, next steps on the Ferrari 812, I gotta sort out the front end and the back end as far as the bumpers. So what I mean by that, look at the factory bumpers. You'll see parking sensors, license plate bracket, the Cavallino backup camera, license plate lights. We have the trickle charger port right there. You have the exhaust surround, you have the exhaust tips. I gotta transfer all of that to the rear bumper, and then on the front bumper, same thing, more parking sensors. You got the grille here with the Cavallino, you got the Ferrari emblem. That's got to transfer. You got this gasket piece. So all those items need to transfer over to the aftermarket Duke Dynamics kit. And then of course, I gotta figure out like a grill or a mesh that can sit behind these vents right here that'll look really, really nice. I gotta trim this piece out. I gotta trim these 3 strakes. I gotta figure out a mesh solution for these as well. And then of course up front here, kind of same thing. And then I really gotta figure out a mesh or a grill material for this front air dam. So in other words, I got my work cut out for me on the Ferrari 812, but we can now order the wheels, which is a critical step. I can order the wheels, I can work on the car, and then hopefully once the car is painted, once the car is finalized, the wheels will show up at that exact moment. We can mount them on and the car will be kind of sort of done. I don't know if a project like this is ever done, but officially the Pink Espada has been sold. Such a cool car, so many fun memories, but it just made sense. On that bombshell, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, but today's video is over.